It was scary to be in the courtroom, to go through that whole process. I had to walk through the media, had to wait, go into a room and sit there and wait until they were ready for you, and then go in the courtroom and just to soak it all in, and then hear your name called and know that you're going up there to testify in front of all these people and be judged by the media and be attacked by the people that are questioning you and to try to be discredited. It was very unnerving. I wanted to run. I wanted to somehow find a way to get out of there, but I knew I couldn't. When I was in the courtroom, I felt like there were only bits and pieces that they wanted to get from me or to discredit me. And one of the things they brought out that really irritated me is that Ken had offered to pay my legal expenses. And they brought that up at that time in trial because they made it sound like Ken was buying me off so that I would testify. But in reality, Ken had offered to pay my legal expenses when I first testified for the bankruptcy attorneys, when the entire mess first started. And he did that because I worked for him, and he felt like I wouldn't be in that situation had I didn't get the chance to point out that Ken didn't just recently offer to pay my legal expenses. I didn't get to point out that I had defended Mark when people were saying ugly things about him when he started testifying. I didn't get to defend myself in those areas where I felt like the picture would have been painted a little bit clearer, especially for the jury. And the other portion that made me feel really, really icky is when Kathleen Rumler was talking to me about how I'm friends with Jeff and I'm friends with his wife and I see them socially. And it dawned on me that I have friends on both sides of the conflict, and that's not my fault. That's not something that I did, that I created. Everyone was divided at that point. And I realized that finally dawned on me that everyone, we were supposed to take sides, and I hadn't done that. Sitting in the courtroom, and I see Ken, and I see Jeff, and I'm talking about Mark, and I realize how difficult it is to have to go through this and to be taking sides and not wanting to. And that was very difficult for me. I was so worried about Mark. I could only picture what he was going through. He and Pat having to listen to that. I was concerned that it might hurt him, but in reality, I thought it would help because I thought that it might blow the lid off of the fact that this is going on. Does anybody see it? And that someone would say, you know what, this isn't right. But it didn't happen.